Hey, what's going on, church? Today's reading is Colossians chapter 4. This is the final chapter in Paul's letter, and I want to share with you some thoughts from the very first part of it. He says in verse 2, in his final instructions in this letter, to devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. Just that short little verse is great. We got to be devoted to prayer. We got to be watchful. We got to be on the alert. We got to be thankful. He goes on to say in that first opening paragraph of chapter 4, be wise in the way you act toward outsiders. Make the most of every opportunity. It makes me think that we have opportunities put in front of us all the time, and we have to make the most of them. We talked about that a little bit last Sunday at church about being missional, and we just have to make the most of the opportunities that we have. And then one final verse I want to talk about. I love verse 6. It says, let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. I love that imagery. Let your conversation be full of grace, seasoned with salt. Just put a little salt on your conversation, just that little extra, so that when people listen to you, when they hear you talk, they know there's something about you. They know that you're a Christ follower. Our conversation, as hard as it is to be full of grace, seasoned with salt, needs to point people to Jesus. And that's my encouragement to you this morning, today, whenever you're watching this, is to keep your conversation in line with what God wants, because people are listening to you and they're watching, and we want to point them to the Father.